Now, Fox 54's Top Teacher. Sponsored by Calhoun Community College.
It's that time again when we honor our Fox 54 top teachers from the last month. In January, we celebrated educators from Danville, Huntsville, Madison, and Madison County. Here they are. Fox 54 is excited to introduce the first top teacher of 2026. And oh, we're starting off with a bang. We're going to Morgan County, where this young teacher is loved, rightfully so. And she loves her community back by teaching world history, enrichment classes, and helping facilitate the school yearbook. The honor is so worthy. Her whole family showed up with her grandparents traveling an hour and a half to surprise her. Meet this week's Fox 54's top teacher, Erica Terrell from Danville Middle School. In Mrs. Erica Terrell's class,
I love people, but I loved history.
Learning about civilization,
3 indigenous societies,
agriculture, and more. Terrell teaches world history to middle schoolers. She started straight out of college and hasn't looked back.
Once I met 8th graders, I think I'll be here forever. I hope. But I have been here in the same classroom for 7 years, and I would love to stay forever.
Terrell loves this age group because it's a chance for her students to grow.
I get to be kind of their first intro into debating and getting to figure out what they believe instead of, just standing on their own beliefs and kind of opening their minds to things they may not have been exposed to before.
It's why students like Brody Simmons,
she's the GOAT,
loves to be in her class.
She's just a chill teacher. She knows how to teach the way us kids know how to. She knows how to teach the way us kids are.
But Terrell knows her students face challenges too.
It's such a hard age for them because they're figuring out so much. And so my goal for, being with this age group is just to let them be teach them how to be confident in who they are.
And it's more than confidence she hopes her students gain from her classroom. She hopes they truly know their value too.
Well, I hope that they feel like they have an adult that listens to them. That every student, no matter what, no matter if they play sports, if they're in the band, if they are not involved in any extracurriculars, that they are all treated equally in my classroom, and that they're all loved.
Congratulations, Mrs. Terrell. It was an honor meeting you and a joy to be in your class. Check out the moment she was surprised by her entire family and friends on Fox 54 Plus. And while you're at it, nominate a teacher at fox54.com.
Hello, Miss Terrell.
You've
I'm just cry before I even tell you.
You've been nominated for Fox 54 top teacher and won.
Oh, oh my gosh! Congratulations!
I'm so sorry. I'm so embarrassed.
Everybody, come on in. You've got an entourage.
Thank you so much.
Everybody. So, Miss Terrell.
This means a lot to me. Thank you so much. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness gracious. I was not prepared. Oh my gosh. I'm so sorry. Thanks guys for coming. I'm sorry, I'm trying to interrupt my family and oh my goodness. Thank y'all so much. Thank you so much. I don't know what to say.
My name is Erica Terrell.
Terrell, excellent. Yes. And ERICA, correct?
Yes,
As we spelled it
ERICA.
on the certificate. Perfect.
Yes.
And what subjects do you teach?
I teach world history, and I also do our yearbook in our media class.
Oh,
so
great. That's good.
yes.
How long have you been teaching?
This is my 7th year teaching.
7 years?
Yes.
Yeah, what compelled you to do teaching?
Oh my goodness. I am in a family full of teachers, and I love people, but I loved history, and I just love being around the students and getting to be a small part of their lives. So
That's great. And you also teach, world history, you teach, I think you said enrichment.
Yeah, I have an enrichment class, yes.
Excellent. Why specifically world history?
So history, I love that there's really a lot of open-ended discussions that can happen with students. I get to be kind of their first intro into debating and getting to figure out what they believe instead of, just standing on their own beliefs and kind of opening their minds to things they may not have been exposed to before. Like I talk about all different religions, and so it's just nice seeing their minds open to different things. So
That's excellent. And what about middle school? Why specifically this age group?
Oh, I love this age. When I first got out of college, I did not think that this would be the age that I would do. I thought, well, I'm going to get this job right out of college, and I will wait for an older group, like an older job to come available. But then once I met 8th graders, I think I'll be here forever. I hope. But I have been here in the same classroom for 7 years. And I would love to stay forever, because this age group, they're learning about who they are, just like with the subject that I teach. And it's such a hard age for them because they're figuring out so much. And so my goal for being with this age group is just to let them be confident, teach them how to be confident in who they are, and that they're worthy of love, they're worthy of all the things. So.
That's so sweet. I love hearing that. And also, too, Mrs. Terrell, I mean, like you said, it's not easy being a teacher. It's not easy at this age group for the students to learn either.
Right.
But what is it in your classroom that makes students feel like they walk away empowered and filled with more knowledge to take on the world?
Well, I hope that they feel like they have an adult that listens to them. That every student, no matter what, no matter if they play sports, if they're in the band, if they are not involved in any extracurriculars, that they are all treated equally in my classroom, and that they're all loved. I just want to be that consistency for them, because I know that they go home and they may not have that. And so just offering them a safe place to be heard, even if their opinions are different from somebody else's or even my own, I want them to feel confident in sharing those things.
That's good. That's good. Anything else you want to add about teaching, education, even some of the things that you do outside of the classroom?
So I think, just education as a whole, knowing that each student can learn. Maybe they're not all at the same point when they come into my classroom, but I've had to take a step back, as a 7-year teacher, to say it's not always about getting every student to the same position at the end of the year. It's to show that when they come to me in August, that they have grown in some area by May. And that's what's the most important thing to me.
I'm excited to introduce a FOX54 top teacher first. We've never stepped foot on one Huntsville school for this award, and what better way than to acknowledge a teacher who's dedicated 20+ years to helping kindergartners start their education. Meet this week's FOX54's top teacher, Lemetria Shepard from Highlands Elementary School.
For Lemetria Shepard,
Give it a shoe.
Highlands Elementary School has been home.
Majority of my career has been here.
She's spent 22 years here of the 26 years she's been in education. Along the way, she's taught generations.
A lot of the families here, I taught their parents when I taught at Montview, and I taught some at Ed White. So it's like a full circle.
Among her favorite are the little learners who are just beginning their journey in school.
Kindergarten has been my passion after teaching 3 years in middle school and knowing that reading makes a difference. So I transferred back to elementary school to make a difference.
And she says she makes a difference by keeping her kids engaged.
I enjoy technology for one, and reading. Down and around.
And with activities like these. Shepard believes these types of interactions are critical in early education.
They need that foundation to be successful from K throughout 12th grade.
Shepard does acknowledge the challenges her students face.
In the beginning, them adjusting from home to school.
Shepard believes a nurturing spirit helps guide them too.
Being a parent, that is one, so you have to utilize those parenting skills as well.
Assistant Principal Ebony Patterson says she works well with both her students and peers.
She is one that will, if you ask her to do something, she'll jump in, she'll help, team player. She has a lot of energy, and she brings a lot of energy into the classroom. I couldn't teach kindergarten, but she does an amazing job doing it.
Shepard says there's one thing she wants her students to take with them once they move on to the next grade level.
I hope they gain the knowledge that they need to be successful moving forward.
Congratulations, Mrs. Shepard. It was a joy to see you singing and dancing with the kiddos. We'll hear more from her on Fox 54 Plus. Download on your TV, watch for free. Also, nominate a teacher at fox54.com.
Pass these tables. Right here. Okay, here we go. Hey, Miss Shepard. You have been nominated for top teacher by Fox 54. So this is what this is for. Okay. Okay. Guys gotta clap. It's fine. You can go away. Sorry. I'm good. She did.
Okay. Ooh, what a surprise.
Well, we're proud of you.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Woo. Look at the kids.
Can you spell it for me? That's a hard question.
Lametria Shepard, LametriaShepHepHerd.
And your name is pronounced Lametria,
Yes.
but not Lametrica.
No.
Oh, interesting. So the C is silent.
Yes.
Okay, excellent.
I just call me Shepard.
Okay, we want to make sure we say your name right because we're going to say it in full. Lametria Shepard, right?
Yes.
Excellent. And what grade level do you teach?
Kindergarten.
Kindergarten. And how long you been teaching?
26 years.
26 years? You look
Yes.
26 yourself.
Thank you.
You look so good. Why kindergarten?
Kindergarten has been my passion after teaching 3 years in middle school and knowing that reading makes a difference. So I transferred back to elementary school to make a difference.
Excellent. Now, is Huntsville home for you?
No.
Where are you from?
Originally born and raised in Livingston, Alabama.
Livingston, okay. And what brought you to Huntsville?
Alabama A&M University.
Okay, Bulldog.
Go Bulldogs.
Yes, we love to see it. So you've been teaching for 25 years. What are some of the fun things you do in your classroom?
I enjoy technology for one and reading.
Technology and reading. And you know, you're dealing with the littles. They're straight out of pre-K. It's their first year in primary school. Why is it important that you're engaging with them?
Because they need that foundation to be successful from K throughout 12th grade.
Now, you do have some challenges too, right?
Yes.
What are some of those challenges with the kinders?
In the beginning, them adjusting from home to school.
And how did you make it easy for them to ease into school?
Being a parent, that is one, so you have to utilize those parenting skills as well as your teaching moment.
That's good. You know, they have a few more months left with you before they go on to first grade. What do you hope they gain when they leave your classroom?
I hope they gain the knowledge that they need to be successful moving forward.
That's good. Anything else you want to add about being a teacher, working here? Because how long have you been at Highlands?
I've been here at Highlands since 2004.
Wow, so 20 plus years.
Yes.
The majority of your
My majority of my career has been here.
Nice. And why haven't you? Why are you? I'll just say, why have you still stayed here?
Because a lot of the families here, I taught their parents when I taught at Montview, and I taught some at Ed White. So it's like a full circle.
It's a full circle. That's beautiful. Great job. You did so good. I'm excited to introduce this educator. She's from California, but has made Madison County home. I'm told she pours her whole heart into her third graders, doing the little things that show she really cares. For example, checking in on her students' well-being throughout the day. Meet this week's Fox 54's top teacher, Michelle Ocampo from Legacy Elementary School.
Let's backtrack and let's do a weighted together.
Enter Michelle Ocampo's class.
Weighted.
And you'll find a little piece of the happiest place on earth. Ocampo is from the West Coast.
We are a military family, so I started in California.
And she's planted in North Alabama at Endeavor Elementary School. For 7 years, she's been teaching and says she loves the third graders.
It's a really fun year with great curriculum. I mean, we get to multiply all year and fractions, and just the curriculum that we learn is a lot of fun.
And for her, no day is the same.
There's no 2 days that repeat. The kids also keep me pretty young, I'm not gonna lie. I love being around them every day and spending my day with them.
Ocampo says fun and engaging activities are what helps her third graders excel.
Right now we're practicing some spelling, but I do enjoy, I would say my passion, where I love teaching, is math. So I love working with manipulatives with them and just finding ways to bring math to real life.
Assistant Principal Joseph Spann is a witness to the work Ocampo puts in both subjects, too.
She works with our students, helping them excel both in reading and math. But not only that in their academic, but also in their social development. You know, just helping to produce, kids that become contributing members to society and our community here in Endeavor.
And when students exit Ocampo's class, she hopes the joy of education stays with them.
Learning can be fun, and I just want them to maintain that passion. They still have a lot of years ahead of them to be learning, and I want them to not lose that passion for learning.
Congratulations, Mrs. Ocampo. You certainly earned it. Check out the moment she was surprised as the Fox 54 top teacher right here on Fox 54 Plus. Also, nominated teacher on fox54.com.
Hey, I am so sorry because I know you guys are busy learning, but I need to interrupt Miss Ocampo for just a minute. Guys, this is a big deal. Miss Ocampo was nominated by Shelley Bennington as the Fox 54 top teacher. Wow! Isn't that awesome? Yes. You guys already know how awesome Miss Ocampo is. But now, everybody that watches the news is going to see how awesome she is. Yeah. So I'm going to present this to her.
My goodness,
Yes.
thank you so very much.
Very well deserved.
Yay, thank you so very much. Yes, my name is Michelle Ocampo, Michelle, last name Ocampo.
And you teach third grade?
Third grade, yes.
Awesome. How long have you been teaching third grade at Endeavor?
I have been teaching here for 3 years now, so yes.
Have you been enjoying it?
I love it, yes. We have a great bunch of kids that come through here, and I love teaching third grade. It's a really fun year with great curriculum. I mean, we get to multiply all year and fractions, and just the curriculum that we learn is a lot of fun. So
I can tell. They were so happy when you were awarded the top teacher recognition. How long have you been teaching in total?
I've been teaching 7 years. So I started teaching, took a little break to raise my children on my own, and now I'm back at it. So
why teaching?
Every day is different. There's no 2 days that repeat. The kids also keep me pretty young, I'm not gonna lie. I love being around them every day and spending my day with them. And to me, you only get one shot at being in third grade, and I just want them to have a wonderful time and enjoy learning.
And now, is North Alabama home for you? Where were you teaching before?
We are a military family, so I started in California. That is where home is to me. And I've taught in Louisiana, Pennsylvania, and Alabama, so those 4 states.
So for the past 3 years, this has been home for you?
Yes, it has. Yes, it has.
That's so good. What are some of the fun, engaging activities that you do? For example, what are you doing now?
Right now we're practicing some spelling, but I do enjoy, I would say my passion, where I love teaching, is math. So I love working with manipulatives with them and just finding ways to bring math to real life, and we have fun doing math together.
Yay! And what do you hope your students walk away with when they leave your class? Because third grade's a critical year,
yes.
Testing, and he was just telling me you all are already thinking about middle school.
Yes. What I hope they walk away with at the end of the day is knowing that learning can be fun, and I just want them to maintain that passion. They still have a lot of years ahead of them to be learning, and I want them to not lose that passion for learning.
That's excellent. Anything else you want to add,
No, just I love all my old students, and thank you. Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
I'm excited to introduce this top teacher. She's only been an educator for roughly 2 months, stepping in to lead her class of 4th graders, already ahead of the curve. She's this week's Fox 54's top teacher. Meet Caitlin Hood from Legacy Elementary School in Madison.
Oh, this is my first year teaching.
And from the looks of it,
I actually came in like towards the middle of the year.
you couldn't tell. Just look at Caitlin Hood's wall.
Debated for a while. I have 4 kids of my own at home. And I had always said maybe once they were all in school that I might be interested in finally using that degree and becoming a teacher.
That dream in the form of a degree became a reality once a 4th grade position at Legacy Elementary School opened up.
Jumped at it and got it and loved it.
She went from working with 4 kids at home to working with 4th graders at school.
Yes, I have to specify all the time at home now. When I'm talking about my kids, I have to also specify my students.
And for Hood, she tries to keep it fun.
Right now we're doing a review game. My class actually got the goose that goes from like class to class my very first week. So that was fun. And that was also the 67th day of school.
Principal Catherine Rogers says what makes Hood the best teacher for her students is making her class feel like home.
I think just loving the children like she does. She loves them like her own. She does great activities with them, and she holds them to a high standard. So I think they will remember all those things about her.
And Hood says she brings her best, hoping her students are at their best.
They have already made leaps and bounds with a lot of English.
But more importantly, Hood wants her students to know whether it's her first year or 4th, they are her children too.
I think the biggest thing that I've always said that I care about is just that they know that I care and that I want the best for them, and yeah.
And yes, we can tell. Congratulations, Caitlin. It's an honor to recognize you. Check out the moment she was surprised as a Fox 54 top teacher on Fox 54 Plus. Download on your TV, watch for free, and don't forget to nominate a top teacher on fox54.com.
Good morning, everybody. I have some exciting news. Your wonderful teacher, Miss Hood, has been selected as Fox 54's top teacher this week.
Caitlin Hood, CAITLYNHOOD.
Excellent. And your title here at Legacy?
I am a 4th grade teacher.
Ah, why 4th grade?
Well, this is my first year teaching, and I actually came in like towards the middle of the year. It was a decision that I debated for a while. I have 4 kids of my own at home. And I had always said maybe once they were all in school that I might be interested in finally using that degree and becoming a teacher. And this position opened up, and it was like it was just meant to be. And I jumped at it and got it and loved it.
Wow. And what were you doing before this?
I was a stay-at-home mom.
I love that. And so now you have kids at work. You have kids
Yes.
at home, and you have kids at work.
Yes, I have to specify all the time at home now. When I'm talking about my kids, I have to also specify my students.
What are some of the fun things you've done so far in such a short amount of time?
Oh, well, right now we're doing a review game. I know they really enjoy review games. My very first week, my class actually got the goose that goes from like class to class my very first week. So that was fun. And that was also the 67th day of school. So, so the goose, yeah, the goose is just a fun incentive that the school does, that Legacy does, that it gets to travel from classroom to classroom, and the teacher gets to do fun things with the goose, dress it up. The kids get to take it around the school with them, and just, it's a fun thing for each teacher and class to get to do.
Last question, what do you hope to gain? What do you hope they gain? Because 4th grade is a pivotal year for them.
They are learning so much, and I do English for both of the classes that are right here next to each other, and they have already made leaps and bounds with a lot of English. But I think the biggest thing that I've always said that I care about is just that they know that I care and that I want the best for them. And yeah, I'm always giving my best. I want the best for them.
Catherine Rogers, Catherine, Rogers, Rogers.
And your title here at Legacy?
I'm principal.
Principal?
Yes.
How long have you been principal here?
This is my 6th year at Legacy.
Oh,
yes.
congrats.
Thanks.
Wow, and so Ms. Hood, obviously people love her as a teacher. Why do you think she makes such an impact in the classroom?
Well, funny story. So Ms. Hood actually started in November. She took over for a teacher that was moved to a special education position, and Caitlin has children here. She's been a parent here first, so this is her first teaching job, and for her to start in the middle of the year in November and do such a fantastic job is remarkable.
That is remarkable. What a quick pivot and
yes.
switch to something different.
Yes.
And what do you think will inspire her students when they leave their classroom? Because, I mean, you've seen her take on such a challenge.
Yes.
How do you think that she'll continue to inspire her kids?
I think just loving the children like she does. She loves them like her own. She does great activities with them, and she holds them to a high standard. So I think they will remember all those things about her.
And a special thank you to all of the great teachers out there. And if you know someone who you'd like to see featured as a Fox 54 top teacher, you can nominate them at fox54.com.
Fox 54 Plus has your news, sports, and weather. Start your evening with Fox 54 at 5:30, delivering the latest headlines and live reports straight from the scene. Then stay informed with Fox 54 News at 9, featuring your Tennessee Valley certified most accurate weather impact team, tracking everything from tornado threats to traffic delays during severe weather. Fox 54 Sports Extra brings you more of what sports fans crave, with deeper insights, expert analysis, and all the action that matters most. On Fox 54 Plus, you'll also find Alabama politics, plus 24/7 weather radar and real-time forecasts to keep you ahead of the storm. Looking for a quick recap? Don't miss Fox 54 Week in Review, highlighting the biggest stories of the week. Jumpstart your morning with Morning Rush, fast-paced news updates featured with uplifting stories from across the globe. Get your entertainment fix with Getting Real, where we break down movie reviews, top 10 lists, and spotlight the newest film. Die Hard fan? Locked On Sports dives deep into the Crimson Tide, the Tigers, college rivalries, and pro action. True Crime Warrior Style? Killer Cases brings you gripping real-life stories that stick with you. Hungry for more? Cooking with Style serves up mouth-watering recipes that are easy to make and impossible to resist. From movie previews before you head to the theater with Take a Look, to must-know headlines from across the region and around the world with In the News. Watch all of these shows on demand and also on the Fox 54 News app. Available on Android and iOS devices. Streaming 24/7.
Did you know that you can get weather impact updates 24/7 on Fox 54 Plus? Here's how. Go to Fox 54 Plus on your Roku, Fire TV, Apple TV, or Samsung. Once you're on the main screen, push the down arrow and click on the Fox 54 Plus Weather Impact 24/7 block. Here, you'll find radar, current temperatures and conditions, traffic cams, forecasts, and more, all available on demand. Want to get back to the main channel? Just push the down arrow and click on the 24/7 stream button. It's your weather impact updates 24/7 on Fox 54 Plus. Start streaming today.
There's more to Fox 54 Plus with the Locked On Podcast Network. From the Tide to the Tigers, from college teams to pro, the Locked On Podcast Network gives you insights and analysis you just can't find anywhere else.
These kids, they want to play.
But I don't think so. I think it was Chad Baker Mazzara.
Locked On Sports, streaming every day of the week and right here on Fox 54 Plus.